What's up guys, Saman here from Aesthetic Progression doing my ab workout, and the reason why I'm showing this full workout to you because a lot of people have this confusion, or I would say a myth of how to work out your abs. Now a lot of people, when it comes to ab training, what they do is they do the typical sit-ups, crunches, whatever it is, but just body weight, and they do it for high number of repetitions. So a lot of people try to go as many repetitions as possible and sit-ups and crunches, but the problem with that is, yes, it's one of the effective way to train the abs, but if you do it for a long time and if you do similar exercises again and again and again, your body just gets used to it and it does not get any additional stimulus. It does not feel like there is a need to develop or grow. Okay, now a lot of people also think that if you train your abs with weights, then your abs will get bulky and gross, but that's not the case. The way you train dictates the way you look, and if you want to enhance those muscle fibers, you make your abs pop out, then this is one of the best way to train. Here I am doing some weighted crunches, cable crunches in that fashion, and I am doing it with about 70-80 pounds, and I'm doing it for 5 sets of 12 repetitions. If you notice my grip over here, or I should say my positioning, on the way at the top I let my arm stretch, but also I let my back completely contract. And what it does when your back contracts is your ab relaxes, okay, or I should say your ab stretches out the most, and this kind of like gives you an optimal range of motion so that you can get maximum contraction. The thing you have to be careful the most on this exercise is to make sure that you only use your arms as a grip, and when you pull the weight, you use it by pulling through your core and not with your arms. And also make sure that you exhale on the way down, and when you're contracting there should be no air, okay? You won't get optimal contraction if you have air on your stomach, so make sure you do that, and make sure you add these routines in your program. Similarly, moving on now to the obliques, and I really love this exercise just because it's one of those exercises that I really like if I want to develop my obliques. Okay, now again, a lot of people have this myth that if you do this exercise it kind of like increases your love handles, but that's not the case. That's the fat that is actually creating the problem. But however, it does increase the muscle size, okay, and that kind of give you an illusion of having a big waist, but you have the control of your body. So when you feel that when your obliques are big enough, you can absolutely stop this exercise, okay, if you don't want your waist getting bigger. But if you want that clear, really nice looking obliques, then you have to incorporate this kind of technique. Now, the thing to remember with this exercise again is to remember that this is an oblique exercise, and you should incorporate your obliques and not your arms or not your legs, because a lot of people tend to swing and just bounce around back and forth. Some people also tend to hold 2 plates at once, and this kind of like takes the whole thing out of working the obliques of the core, because you are just counterbalancing the weight, and that's not really going to be effective. So to make sure that you only use your oblique, what you need to do is you have to make sure that you are only tilting using your obliques, and not because of you are extending your hips or your legs. All the pressure, all the contraction, and all the force should be produced by obliques. It's very simple. Just don't put your ego. I'm only using 35-pound plates on these, and I'm doing the 1 arm at a time with no rest. So I did 5 sets again with 12 repetitions with these as well, and I did not take any rest whatsoever. On your way up, make sure you contract the obliques as hard as possible. Again, you have to let all the air out of your diaphragm, out of your stomach before you perform this exercise. Other than that, it's a very simple, very basic exercise. The reason why I have placed my arm on the obliques like that is so that I can feel my obliques work, and I can, in that way I can make sure that I'm activating the muscles that I'm supposed to. The last exercise is going to be now for the the lower abs, and I am doing a leg raises on the bench, and it's very simple. As you can see, you just need to hold hold the bench with the arms, your body 50-50, 50 on the bench, 50 on the air, and you kind of on the way down you need to extend all the way down so that you can feel stretch on your lower abs, and then pull just using the obliques on the way up. Just make sure you kind of like roll over a little bit, not just come out flat, and this kind of like helps to get a bigger contraction as well. And I did this 5 sets of 12 repetitions as well. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.